Hi everyone, so this is another question from MATHCOUNTS. So we do have a question about arithmetic sequence, okay? So we are given three terms in that sequence, and we'd like to find the next term. So if you have no idea about the arithmetic sequence, just a list of numbers that you have, you just keep adding the same number. For example, if you start with 1, let's say you add 3 to this number, you get 4, you add 3, you get 7, you add 3, you get 10. These numbers are called arithmetic sequence. Or if you have, let's say, 10, if you keep adding 6, you got 16, 22, 28. You get just a list of numbers that you are getting by adding the same number, okay? And then whenever you have a number of numbers, a list of numbers, that by getting adding a few terms to get the next term by adding a constant number, we call they are arithmetic sequence. Okay, so this is basically the case with this problem as well. Okay, so but when we are having arithmetic sequence, we do actually have some sort of relation. And if you look at the problem, we start with 1 right here, and then the next term is 4, and then the next term is 7. We just say we are keep adding 3, and the number that we are adding, keep adding, is called common difference. Okay, common difference. And in this case, you may find the common difference by taking difference between the second minus first, okay, the third minus second. So 4 minus 1 is 3, which is the number that you are adding. Or 7 minus 4 is 3, that is the common difference. So common difference is the number that you are keep adding to get the next number. And in our second number, so in this case, common difference, like 60 minus 10, which is 6, right? And this is what we do if you want to find a common difference. And if you look at the common difference, it's going to be always the same. So you can do this 22 minus 16, that's also 6, or 28 minus 22, that's also 8. And you might be asking, why do we need to talk this much about this one? This is really always, that's what we're adding, right? That is correct, but at the same time, this is the only thing that you really need in this problem as well. So let's look into what's going on in our case, okay? So the question says these are the terms, like we have k, we have 2k plus 3, we have 4k plus 1. And then these are the three terms of arithmetic sequence when we like to find the next term, but we don't know the k. But I do know these three numbers make a arithmetic sequence. So if that's the case, if I subtract the first term from the second term, I should find a common difference. So that means common difference for our terms is actually the second term, which is 2k plus 3, this guy, minus the first term, which is k. This guy will be common difference, but this is not the only thing. Or I can do the third term minus the second term, so which is going to be 4k plus 1 minus 2k and plus 3. So I'm doing this because both of these difference should be the same thing, because that is going to be my common difference. So if I simplify this part, 2k plus 3 minus k. So 1k spread from 2k, that's just 1k. And then you have plus 3. And this is my common difference. And then if I expand this second one, this minus, I need to expand all the terms in the parentheses. So that would be 4k plus 1 from here. So this minus times 2k minus 2k, minus times 3 will be minus 3. So some people miss this minus part because I need to multiply this by everything in the parentheses, not just only this term. Okay, so 4 minus 2k is 2k. Okay, and then 1 minus 3 is minus 2. So this is my common difference. This is my also common difference. Again, the common difference has to be the same number. So k plus 3 and 2k minus 2 is actually the same thing. So I can go ahead and write this. So k plus 3 and 2k minus 2 has to be the same because that's my common difference. I need to solve this equation. I may subtract 2k from both sides, and then that will cancel this, which means my unknowns will be on this side. So I can subtract 3 from both sides. So these guys will cancel. So k minus 2k is minus k. -2 and -3 if you combine, -5. So negative k is -5, so which is k is 5. But I don't want to go ahead and write 5 because my question was asking the fourth term, okay? The fourth term is basically the next term. So k is 5. And then 2k 10 plus 3 is 13. So that's my next term. So based on these two numbers, my common difference looks like 8, which means if I add 8 to this number, I should get 21. That's going to be this number. Let's confirm that. So 5 times 4 is 20, plus 1 is 21. That is actually confirmed. And then I can add 8 to this number, which is going to be 29. And the question was asking my next term. So that needs to be my answer. Okay, this is just straightforward problem for arithmetic sequence. Okay, so I hope that makes sense and it helps. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video.